Hello, Sarah. This is a video specially made for you. Let's imagine you have been working. I made this video thinking about you finishing work and maybe doing it right away. In case it doesn't work that way, you could do it at home or before or between one session and another. Imagine you've been sitting for many hours, maybe something like this. Think about the position of your ribs. They have been squished in one side and the vertebrae squeezed. Think about the vertebrae like this. You're squeezing one side, and one side is more uh, compressed than the other when we bend. So, just to have a healthy discs in your vertebrae, to have healthy and well aligned ribs, that is the motivation behind these exercises. So first, the dancing pose. You could use just a blanket or something on the floor. It doesn't have to be the mat. Grab one heel. Any side is okay. And then raise the opposite arm forward. Push your leg, the one that is close to your hand, and lean forward. You could use one thing to support your chair, a table. It can be a little lower. And push the back foot like that with your hand. Breathe, and that's it. Come back. With this, we made a big arch and we extended these muscles in front. Other side. In case you don't want to use anything as a support, you can use your arm forward and balance. Inhale, exhale, slowly. Come back. The roll down halfway. Roll your neck first, then the thoracic vertebrae, then the lumbar vertebrae, then you lower up to your knees. I know you can go further down, but because this is for your vertebrae, that's why we stop here, close to your knees. Just make sure the spine is completely rounded, like a C shape. Breathe here and start to roll up. First, the lumbar spine. Thoracic. Thoracic vertebrae is 12 of them. So we should take time, especially around the ribs. And then the neck vertebrae. And make sure when you're standing, you don't leave your ribs popping out. Pull them in slightly. Let's do it again. Roll down. Feel in your vertebrae. We're trying to stretch the muscles and ligament. There's a big, thick ligament in the back of the vertebrae that we're trying to stretch. If you go all the way down, we miss those ligaments. That's why you have to stay somewhere here in the middle and curl the pelvis like a spoon to roll up. Take your time. One more. Roll down. Take your time. Think about the 7 neck vertebrae, the 12 thoracic, the 5 lumbar, the sacrum, coccyx, and then hang your arms, your head. Make sure your belly is tucked in your ribs also. And start to roll up. First, the coccyx, sacrum, lumbar, thoracic, neck. There's 7. neck vertebrae, and leave them standing aligned without popping the ribs. Now raise your arms and do a squat. A squat is up to here, your hips and your knees at the same level. Bounce twice. 1, 2, come up. Back extension. Pop the ribs forward. That's okay. Again. 1, 2, back extension. Feel your ribs. What are they doing? Are they tucked in here? Extend them here. So we're doing both things. Closing the ribs here, expanding and opening the ribs in the back extension. One more. And center. Lower your arms, feel your ribs. You can touch them and guide them, remind them to come back. Now, cross your right leg behind your left. Raise your left arm, the side bend. Make sure you do the sternum towards the pubic bone. Breathe and come back. Other side. We're doing this for the vertebrae. Remember, they have discs, and those discs tend to be squished when we're sitting on one side or, with our head forward. They get squished. So we are moving all the directions of the vertebrae to keep them healthy. And center. Okay? Now, lying down. If you have space, maybe just use a pillow in case you don't have the mat. Lie down. Keep your knees bent. Relax your arms and lower the sternum. This is called sternum drop. Exhale and feel the ribs, feel the sternum. Release. Inhale. Inhale, release. You can have always your hand feeling the movement, or you can do it with both hands on the floor. You don't need to do 100% effort, just a little effort. Not to the fullest. That way, that little effort we can integrate this position in other positions, like when you're sitting or when you're standing. Just one more. Release the sternum, lower the sternum, and leave it slightly dropped or down. Now a crunch. Inhale without dropping the sternum. We already have a neutral position, even if it doesn't feel very natural. Inhale, crunch. This is where you sink the sternum much more in the crunch. Lie down, inhale, without dropping it, without letting go. Exhale when you do the crunch, when you lie down. Keep it, keep the sternum. And pull the belly in. One more. Believe it or not, or maybe you know this, but doing abdominals in this way, it strengthens and aligns the spine. So release the vertebrae for a moment. In case they become very big arched in here, that's okay. In case you feel like maybe they are lowering the big arch, that's also okay. Just notice, whatever it is, it's okay. And we do it again. Contract the sternum or sternum drop. Crunch. Pull the belly in. This isn't so much for the abs, although we need the abs to be strong in order to support the back. So I'm making you do this only to correct or to not correct, to bring back the balance in your back. That sounds better. You can touch your sternum and guide it every now and then with your hands. Stay on the crunch, hold it, hold your head, little pulses. 10, 10 more. 10 and release. Release your ribs. Twist your knees and your pelvis. And roll. And now we do the inverted V. Feel your ribs. Remember, tuck them in a little bit. And then lift the sit bones. Imagine there's a pool up to the ceiling for your sit bones. Make sure you're far with your feet far from your hands. And then we begin. Curl, feel the ribs, and then come forward into the plank. Hold the plank. Don't drop the ribs. Pull the belly tight. Lift your pelvis again into the inverted V. Curl from the coccyx, sacrum, lumbar, thoracic. It's like a roll down. And the neck into the plank. Lift. One more. This is strength and stability. Walk with your hands and your feet towards each other and then roll up one last time. Feel your vertebrae. And we finish for today. A little routine to bring balance in your back and your ribs.